This week at GVE London, we've had an array of amazing cars come into stock, from a Rolls-Royce Cullinan to a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and the standout, the Ferrari Purosangue.
We've got a G63 in for full respray and a Urus for full PPF work. We've also got a Murciélago in for the gearbox actuator failing, and a Lamborghini Aventador for running issues and overheating. But for now, let's just get into it. Another day and another Aventador SV. Come check this out. So we've got this Aventador coming for an engine management light. So we'll be diagnosing it, finding out what the faults are, all the way down from Sheffield. So stay tuned on the diagnosis process and the solution for this problem.
All my life I told them I would do this, now I done it. Even as a child they tell me that boy you're the son.
When looking into the car, had some faults in the cooling system, overheating, and a lot of misfires. One bank was shutting off when the car was getting warm. So now we're looking into the spark plugs. We've removed the spark plugs and this is what we found. The spark plugs are corroded, as you can see, and they're shot. So in the meanwhile, while they're out, we're replacing them anyway to make sure we don't have any misfires. And then we'll be looking into the cooling system, why the car is slowly overheating. It could be a thermostat, it could be a temperature sensor, or the radiators are blocked, or even the water pump. So stay tuned for this diagnosis.
Now George has just taken into stock something pretty special. Let's see what he's got and a little bit about the process of taking in a £300,000 vehicle into stock.
So we've just taken into stock this stunning Rolls-Royce 2022 Black Badge Cullinan. What we're going to be doing in this episode is showing you the step-by-step basis of what we do from the procurement of a vehicle all the way to the marketing to the sale of a vehicle. So you may have seen a couple of episodes ago where a car came in, it has to go through a health check, and unfortunately, even though the car looks immaculate, it looks great, we couldn't sell it because the health check wasn't up to our standards. It had mileage tampering. So number one step would be get the car in, comes in for a health check. Once we are absolutely clear and we are happy that it meets the expectations of what we require, we can then proceed to the next stage of getting the car marketed. So the owner of this Rolls-Royce isn't just a client, he's also a friend. Owns some of the biggest nightclubs in London, and it's not the first time he's doing business with us actually. We've sold a couple of his cars in the past. And there's a reason he keeps coming back, because he knows we deliver the results he expects. But what people don't tend to know is that there is a lot of work that goes into marketing a car. Some dealerships may just take a couple of pictures and advertise it on Auto Trader and Piston Heads and think job's done. However, we go that one step further. Obviously, we have quite a big social media following, so we have to do a load of TikTok videos on it. We have to do a load of Instagram reels, just something to try and get a bit of traction towards the car. However, before we do this, we get some of our VIP clients on a broadcast list. In fact, one step further than that, we get the sales guys to reach out to them personally and say, we've got this Black Badge Cullinan. In this example, it's VAT qualifying before it goes on the open market. We are going to be listing it, but do you want the chance to come and have a private viewing before everyone else gets to see the car and gets to see the price of it? So that option is obviously put forward. The aim is within the first week, while all the pictures are being taken, all the media marketing material is being done, we arrange some private viewings. Sometimes it is the case that the car sells before we advertise it, and that is great, job done. If not, then we go ahead with all the picturing and the videos and just getting the car advertised and going down the normal means of having to advertise the car to sell it. It's not quite as simple as getting the car in, doing a health check, picturing it and advertising it. Now, there's a reason why we have a state-of-the-art detailing facility in place, because some cars may come in that may need a bit of attention to paintwork. Sometimes it could be something as small as swirl marks on the paintwork because it hasn't been polished recently, or it's been left outside exposed to the rain. It may seem like such small things to you, but for us as a luxury dealership, we need to make sure every car looks absolutely pristine and up to the standards of what you'd expect a Rolls-Royce to be. Once we've got all the advertising material done, we'll advertise it on several platforms. So not only do we advertise on the basics, which is Auto Trader and Piston Heads and our website, we also go through several other platforms. We'll go through Car and Classic. You'll see the car being advertised in magazines that will also go out to directly to sports stars in the UK. Not only that, we actually have adverts which go on billboards. So you're driving down some of the most busiest roads in London going into town, and next thing you know, you'll see your car appearing on a billboard stuck on the A4 and the A40. So our marketing levels are astronomical in comparison to your average dealer. So getting the car marketed correctly is a very, very important thing for us to be doing. doing, and it's something that isn't taken lightly. So there is a lot of work that goes into it, and hopefully we can give you guys a bit of an insight as to what we do to make sure that we maximize the chance to sell your car for the absolute maximum amount.
Seema. Hey, new stock just come in, Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Ooh, nice.
If you can please check it in for me. And yeah, just make sure we've got all the books, V5, and let's load the ad today.
Cool, no worries, I'll get that for you.
Cool, thanks.
Now, let's get back to the Aventador SV, where the team is against the clock in order to get this car back onto the road for our client.
With the green Aventador, it was a little bit frustrating because only because the customer was calling every couple of hours and said, is my car ready? Have you figured out what it is and everything? And sometimes diagnostics jobs can take a little bit of time, especially when the diagnostics machine, when you've just plugged it in and there's nothing on the fault codes, there's nothing showing, there's no faults on the engine management. So when it comes to that, you have to do your own diagnosis on how the cooling system works and where's the root cause of the problem and stuff like that on the engine. So looking at the job, and when you get pressurized in the background, sometimes it's difficult.
As Bruce is saying, it's not always as simple as just plugging in a machine to find out the nature of a fault. As with so many of the cars that we work on, we require Bruce and the team to diagnose the issues themselves. With this particular job, the customer is standing on Bruce's head to get the job carried out as fast as humanly possible. But with any of the work that we carry out here, we have to find the right balance of getting the job done right, but doing it within an efficient amount of time.
How I dedicate jobs for my technicians is I know who's capable of doing certain jobs very comfortably. If it comes to exhaust and certain other jobs, I'll give it to Ozzy or Jack or Raj, Saj. In this case, I've given it to Ibrahim.
So the Aventador isn't the only car that we've taken into the service centre this week. We've had issues with this Lamborghini Murciélago. Here's some of the videos our client had sent over of the issues that he was experiencing.
We've got this Murciélago in for a gearbox problem, and we're just looking into it. We found out on the e-gear system that there's an internal leak, and normally on Ferraris and Lamborghinis they have a problem with the actuators. They lose pressure internally, so we're gonna have to remove the engine and gearbox in order to get to the actuator, as the location on this is above the gearbox, and it's about a 20-hour job. So stay tuned, and we're going to make sure we show you how we're going to fix this car.
With the black Murciélago, when it initially came in, customer just turned around and said, there's a lot of smoke coming out the back and I've got the e-gear light coming on the dashboard, which is the gearbox. When diagnosing the car, obviously the customer doesn't know much about the e-gear and the gearbox, how everything works. So he said, look, it's just smoking from the back. So what was happening was this, the reservoir for the hydraulic system for the actuators was getting back pressured. So the oil was coming up and overflowing and dropping onto the exhaust. So when you turn the car off, the pressure should be still holding it, like accumulators, they hold pressure. So if you have accumulators leaking internally, what could happen is the pressure can come back into the reservoir and the oil will go up and overflow. It's either that or the actuator is losing pressure.
How's it going, bro? You good?
Yeah, all good, all good, all good.
You went in a meeting, you were out clubbing.
No, I'm not out clubbing, I'm just having dinner.
Are you ready to see it?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, this is sick. Come on now.
Okay, so you got full carbon with the Vorsteiner kit all the way from the front. You've obviously got exposed carbon that you can see on the bonnet with the Vorsteiner over here as well. Boston wheels, you can see the fade that was done by Logic afterwards. So normally with the Velocities, they don't fade all the way through to the back. This is redone to the middle of the door, just through there, so you can see it go all the way to the back.
Perfect. All good, all good, all good, all good. I mean, can't wait to add it into the collection. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week.
Done?
Done. Yeah, I've got like more cars here waiting. So.
Bro, all right, cool. Enjoy your dinner. I'll see you next week, yeah?
Right, so we just got a new Rolls-Royce Cullinan into stock, and I'm going to show you the process of what we do when we get new stock in. So if you follow me, let's go check the car in. Okay, so the first thing I do is I do a walk around of the vehicle to make sure that it is all in good condition. So, let's see. And after I do the walk around, I actually take a video on my phone as well. After I've done that, check the mileage, check inside, see if they came with any documents, any book pack V5s, and yeah, so let's have a look. Okay, so let's take a picture of the mileage, and then I need to check if there's any documents as well. So let me check the glove box. Came with a few documents actually. And after I've grabbed all the documents, all the spare keys, I file it in the cabinet upstairs, put it onto Salesforce, and then we get the car advertised as well. So now that I've done my part, I'm gonna send Greg a message and just let him know that the vehicle is ready to be pictured as well. So let me send him a message.
Morning, Bernardo. How are you?
I'm good, good. And you?
Very good, thank you. What have you got for me?
From the new stock, I have a Cullinan. That one will need a health check first, and then we'll be ready for us to wash it, make it ready for you, and then yeah, I can give you that car.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll be downstairs in a minute, and we're gonna put this Cullinan on the turntable. Okay?
Perfect.
All right, perfect. Thank you, bro.
So a really good friend and client of mine has given me a number. He's looking to buy himself a new supercar. Let's give him a call and see if I can close him. Adam gave me your number and told me that you are in the market for a new supercar.
Yes, I am. Oh, I want something crazy, man. Something that's gonna get eyes. Something that's loud. Something that's overall viral. A lot of people are gonna watch, you know, with TikTok these days.
Oh, so you're looking to blow up on socials with it?
Exactly, man.
I mean, do you have a supercar at the moment?
I have a McLaren. It's just like a little baby supercar, right?
I mean, firstly, what budget have you got in mind?
Gonna put down maybe like 100k deposit. Like I want something big. My age is, I'm 23, so it's like impossible to get finance.
Let's try something naturally aspirated this time. Do you have a brand in mind, the way you'd like to go?
A friend has a Ferrari. It sounds absolutely crazy. I'm not even too sure which one it is, but I know he's got a Novatec exhaust on it.
There's only one car that comes to mind. So it's a Ferrari 812 Superfast in stunning Tour de France blue, just come in stock, all the carbon options on there, carbon racing seats, 10-spoke gloss black alloy wheels. Like, this car literally has it all. And the best part about it, I haven't even advertised the car yet. If you want, and if you trust me, and if you think I'm the man to do it, send over the money. I will send over some finance figures to you.
Can we talk about the financing options?
I can do this car for 210,000. I can put down £100,000 as a balloon, meaning that you're only paying the interest every month. I can easily get you into this car for under £1,000 a month.
Damn, that's incredible. Let's make it happen. I'm gonna come around now. Just send me the details, and I'll be there.
Perfect. All right, send it over now. See you shortly.
I know, right? It's been too long, man.
I know.
Adam, what do I want, bro?
So I mean,
oh wait, are you choosing the car?
He's given us like a budget. We have to basically make it
Yeah,
work,
it's 300k budget.
300k, you've got a lot of options. Do you have a brand in mind?
Yeah, Luna, my eldest daughter.
Okay.
She wants a Ferrari.
Ferrari,
she's got the little toy Ferrari with her that's on the table.
Okay, it's made up to. I thought it was the actual model.
You know, it's very similar though.
There's only one car.
Enlighten me.
A Ferrari 812 Superfast. It's a GT powered car. It's a V12, so there's hardly any of these being produced. They are making one more V12 cylindric, but it's going to be double the price when it comes out, which means the future retention value of these are just going to be going up. Perfect if you're going to be driving them every single day, because it is designed to be a GT car. Perfect for long distance, and perfect for city driving, because it's a double clutch gearbox. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do the whole thing, surprise you? I'm this confident you're going to like the car. We'll put it on the turntable, we'll give you a surprise. If you like it, then we do the deal straight away. Finance figures is obviously whatever we can discuss, and we can sort that out. Or if you don't like it, then tell me what you do and I'll find it for you. I'm confident. I will go to the extent of making sure we get it all prepped, put it on there for you, because I'm sure you're going to like it.
And what are you saying? Have you seen it?
He's seen everything, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I need a drink, so I'm going to get a drink, and then you guys can prep the car, whatever.
Okay.
It's gone. Thank you very much. Let's see what Luna thinks of it.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. That's so beautiful, isn't it? Whoa. The only thing is,
go on.
I don't like the colour.
Okay.
So, what I propose is, You wrap the car for me.
That's literally just about to recommend that. What's your colour? What are you thinking?
We're gonna go satin black, I think.
Okay.
I've only ever seen it on a Piemonte.
Right.
The Italian flag on the bottom.
So you know the way the sides flare up? If we do the tricolore flag starting all the way from the bottom over there, so it's really thin, and then it just expands and gets bigger and bigger as it comes up, so it goes with the body panels?
I think we gotta do it.
Gonna do it?
Unfortunately, I can't pick up the car today because you're gonna be wrapping it, but...
Yeah?
I
Well,
mean,
give me a couple of days with it.
Yeah.
I'll make that happen. I'll put the tricolore on it, satin black on the wrap, and then we're putting your branding over it as well.
We'll just do contrast against it, white logo.
Okay.
Yeah, we run a fashion brand. Because we do jewelry, right?
Right, okay. How long's your company been running for? Did you pump in a lot of money into it?
No. It started with dropshipping. So it was actually, zero investment. And we've always been like in profit, almost doing like $1 million every single month with like really healthy margins, 23% net profit.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks so much, George.
Now, as you saw, George was on a FaceTime call earlier on this week with a good client from Malaysia who just purchased our McLaren 720S Velocity. A couple of days later, he arrived in London, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to catch up with him over some very interesting conversations.
Yeah, like website and everything, we can get everything up and running in a week as long as you film the videos. Everything
So
else.
as long as we've got the videos running, and then do we need written content as well? But then AI can do that anyway, right?
Depends who you're looking to reach out to, like what age group and everything. They're going to build content just for them, if that makes sense.
And his thing is the same, kind of website, lots of videos, sell the course.
Correct. Similar videos, so regular updates and stuff like that.
What's the sweet spot, do you think, money?
Because to me, if you can tell people how much a sales director can make from this industry, that's the sweet spot. Because some people might think you're making 5 grand, 10 grand, but if you say that, oh, I'm making 100K a month, I'm surrounded by supercars, I've met celebrities, this and that, that's your selling point. Because people only care about the end result and how much money I can make. They don't care about the value or the cost or nothing. They just want to take the cost so then they can make more money. That's the sweet spot.
You see the original blend?
Yeah.
And then you can see just in the middle, they've added this to go all the way across that. It didn't have that before.
So this is stock theme as well?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Oh, I didn't know this was stock, so they added the...
They added it on, yeah. And they made it a bit darker. They added the darkness going to the back over there.
Because on the videos and stuff, it seems like it was just one color. Is this factory or no?
Yeah, that's factory.
Oh wow, because not
that's
many
factory.
720Ss.
No, this is also factory.
Okay.
And then these bits he's added on aftermarket.
It's really nice, okay.
That would have been factory, but then he's changed the tint.
Okay. So I've got one question as well. Do you know, last night I think you guys posted the 720S came with the scoop.
Oh yeah.
Do you know if this, I mean you could add the scoop onto this one or no?
You can.
Do you have to change the whole roof or?
No, you can.
Yeah.
But if I'm being honest with you,
yeah.
I don't think they're that good.
Why is that?
Because it's not going to be a real scoop. It looks like superficial and sticking your arse. If you want it just for looks, it's fine. You can do it.
But it's not functional, is it?
If you want a functional one, then it will drop down underneath and then it goes straight like into the engine.
Yeah.
Like an intake coming down.
Okay.
Like fun on the 765 or 65.
Yeah. Cool. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but let's try and do dinner or something.
Yeah. Cool. That'll be good. Alright, thanks. Enjoy.
Take care. With some months seeing over 80 cars coming into stock, we have to ensure we're averaging around 4 cars pictured, videoed, and finally advertised every single working day. A car is no use to our clients or ourselves if it's sitting here without being online. So it's so vital that we get the cars through our check-in procedure and marketed efficiently.
So today we have this beautiful Rolls-Royce Cullinan. It's a new stock. Today we're gonna photograph it. I'm gonna show you everything step by step. Follow me.
Now it's back to the Murciélago and it's not such good news. This job is going to be a bit more complex than we first thought.
After bleeding the hydraulic system, after 3 days, it started happening again, disaster. So then what was happening again is the reservoir was getting back pressured and overflowing and causing all the oil to fall down. Now, we don't have a choice. We'll have to remove the engine and gearbox. But stay tuned on how we get this job done. Problems, but I love it. See, the problem with big jobs is they take a lot of space in the garage and they kill a ramp for a long time. Unfortunately, we'll have to delay the Murciélago by 1 week because we have to get rid of all the other small dedicated jobs. You'll be able to see a Murciélago engine and gearbox out on a table and see us working on it and rebuilding the accumulators and the clutch e-gear actuators. The thermostat for the Aventador has a factory default on it where the seal is normally, they have a molded on seal on the edge where it sits down flush in the bore of the middle of the V. So then looking at the part, there's a default from the factory. So now we'll have to send the thermostats back, fill up a return form and get it rectified and get another set and see hopefully if they have the seals molded onto the thermostats. And these are the problems we go through where we promise a customer something and parts come in and they have a factory default or they're faulty. So then we'll have to send it back. It's a long process, but we do get it done. But now, fortunately, I'll have to call the customer and let the customer know, hey, it's going to be delayed another couple of days for us to rectify this faulty part.
Okay guys, so there you have it. Now servicing, if you've ever thought that that department is quite straightforward and simple, it's not. And as you can see, working on like high value cars like this, some of which are old, it poses so many different problems. You've got parts that are getting delayed, parts that aren't manufactured anymore. So in next week's episode, you'll see what we have to do with this Murciélago because that guy is standing on the service department's head. He's standing on Bruce's head, that he wants his car and he wants it now. And separately with the sales process, that's something that people just can't comprehend. How much goes into selling a supercar? It's not as easy as getting your phone, take a picture and hopefully it sells. Maybe back in the day it was, but definitely not today when there's so much competition out there. I'd say that there's possibly more than 40 different processes that go into bringing the car in and then advertising it and then selling it. Now, if one of those processes is delayed, doesn't happen, it can just create a ripple effect where the whole selling process stalls or messes up. Now, as you guys know, the behind the scenes concept is quite a new thing for us and we're constantly trying to learn what you guys want to see. I hope you're enjoying it all, but we want to hear from you. What other things, what other aspects of GVE would you like to see? Let us know in the comments, and until next week, see you later.